This Sahasranama is the secret of the secrets, he says that. This Sahasranama is very dear to Lalita Ambika. She loves it. So you chant it.
When you are reciting Lalita Sahasranama, various assisting Devi Devtas of Lalita like Varahi and Bhairav, they protect you. Ma Patangira come for your protection. Is it true?
Guruji Hayagreev has told this. Lalita Sahasranama should be chanted after the Srividya mantra. Then suppose I don't have Srividya mantra, what I should do is a big question mark remains.
One lady wrote me that if I recite Lalita Sahasranama, what is if I recite it wrongly, will Goddess punish me? She asked me that.
The two things, sir. If I chant, I will make mistakes, so I don't chant. Is it right?
No, it's not right.
I'm afraid of chanting properly, so I don't chant. That's not the right approach.
When you recite Lalita Sahasranama, do you need Shri Yantra? Because many say it's mandatory.
To have Shri Yanta, should I have Srividya? And then question comes.
Some people were asking that we want to recite it, but they want to recite it, but their eating habits, some are non-vegetarian.
It is not only non-veg is tamasa. There are many vegetarian food also tamasa. Should we stop it?
Shri Mate Namah to all of you. A very warm welcome to all of you in another episode of Healing World Presents Spiritual Talks with Bhavay. Today we are having Guruji Atmanandanatha ji, and today Guruji is going to guide you that why all of us should recite Lalita Sahasranama, what it can help us in our day-to-day lives, as well as in spiritual life, as well as what is the correct way of reciting Lalita Sahasranama. Today, Guruji is going to answer the queries of all those people who keep on asking how to recite Lalita Sahasranama. What if I do something wrong in that? All those queries will be answered by Guruji in today's podcast. So I request you to please watch this podcast episode very carefully, because many people ask us that why we should recite this Sahasranama, and all such questions Guruji is going to answer, and he's going to guide you a proper way how you can recite this Sahasranama Stotram. So I request you to watch this episode till the end and share it with the one who may need it. And from now, we are starting with the podcast. Guruji, Shri Mate Namah, a very warm welcome to you.
Adnana Timirandasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuran Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Prostrating before the Gurus and Guru Mandala. Bhavay asked me a question. What is the benefit of chanting Lalita Sahasranama? There should not be any benefit to praise the divine, basically. But the human mind is that the every action he expects the results of it and the benefit of it particularly. Maybe that was expected by those who composed Lalita Upakhyanā. So we know that Lalita Sahasranama is a part of Lalita Upakhyanā. Dvitiyodhyayaha is Sahasranama. Trutiyodhyaya is the Phalashruti, or the benefit of chanting. So the composers were maybe knowing, simply if I give you the Sahasranama, I must also give them what is the benefit of it so that they can read. This is how, everywhere it's mentioned, what is the result of it. That means the human will not do any action without expecting a benefit. But I'm sorry for the statement. One should be selfless. Nishkama karma is mentioned in all our ancient text. You just do, not expecting anything from your action, and the divine decides what should give to you. That's the right approach. Because all our actions are received by the nature. Whatever is given to nature, it gives back to you. And in other episode, we spoke about the world is the mirror, our own mirror. Similarly, all actions will not go anywhere. They will come back to us, whether we want it or not. So, because the composers might have thought the human is that unless I tell them what is the result of the action, they will not do action. So that the Hayagreeva, after giving Agastya the Lalita Sahasranama, as per his request, he asked for it. Please give me that. And he said, yes, I'm giving you now, as if it was given by Vashinadi Vagdevatas. Now I am giving you. Is how the Hayagreeva tells. And now after completion of that, he says, having given you that, I will tell you a little more about that, my dear Agastya. Listen to me. This Sahasranama is the secret of the secrets, he says that. One is, it is a secret of the secrets. Rahasya, Rahasya. It's already secret. Secrets of secrets. Okay? It means how historic it is, Rahasya it is. And then he said, this Sahasranama is very dear to Lalita Ambika. She loves it. So you chant it. Okay? And further it says, see, the Phalashruti or the benefit part of Lalita Sahasranama is spread over some 88 verses. Hayagreeva explains in 88 verses. In the second verse, he says that the secret is Lalita Sahasranama, and it's very dear to Lalita Mahatripura Sundari because it is his statement. I'm just repeating it. This was not existed before, and similar thing will not exist in future. So that it is so divine, so auspicious, so secret, and I'll tell you what are the benefits of it. And he continues, whatever Hayagreeva is telling, I'm repeating it. It's not mine anyway. It says, it cures all the diseases and helps creating wealth also. It prevents all apamrityu and kalamrityu, it's talked about. Diseases and wealth. How it's combined together. Diseases, having not wealth also is a disease according to him. Lack of wealth, lack of comfort is also a disease. I'm sorry, giving a different dimension to disease. Having not sufficient thing what we want to have in life is also a disease, not necessarily physical disease. So even for that disease, it takes care, that means. And he also talks about apamrityu and kalamrityu. We have apamrityu, we know, it's an accidental which is not expected and immediately it happens. Maybe life is still there and it goes off. How do we define this kalamrityu? Apamrityu is accidental mrityu. There's one version, my dear, which is maybe very tough to people to understand. Apamrityu, it prevents that accidental deaths. One scholar defends this apamrityu and kalamrityu in this manner. I repeat it. Just like a lamp. The life is like lamp. True. There's a wick as well as the oil in, makes it the light to glow. Light is, and the wick is there, the oil is there, but without any disturbance, the light goes off. That's not apamrityu. It's kala mrityu, they say. Naturally, everything is there, but it is gone. But the same light with a wind blows and goes off. This is apamrityu.
True.
So after full life is kala. That means accidental deaths are apamrityu, and completing one's lifespan, then living the life is a kala mrityu. But Sahasranama speaks, even kala mrityu also it takes care. That means we will not die.
Really?
Is it that way? No. What it does is, he refers here, there is no death for soul. It prevents kala mrityu, means the one who realizes after his death also, his only body is dead, with that concept one will die. So he has no fear for death.
True.
So that is kala mrityu. So he prevents, even this Lalita Sahasranama gives that state of mind to a person. Even at the time of death, he will peacefully die because he knows death is not for he has realized Atman. That means when we say it prevents kala mrityu also, we should understand it makes the human having that liberation. That's not kala mrityu. It's not that he will die, but that death will not make any sense to him. So it prepares the human who chants this Lalita Sahasranama to that level. That's the meaning of kala mrityu. And maybe a different expression I have given, and scholars are open to comment on that. Okay.
Guruji, in Lalita Sahasranama itself, there is in Phalshruti, it is mentioned somewhere that when you are reciting Lalita Sahasranama, various assisting Devi Devtas of Lalita like Varahi and Bhairav, they protect you. Ma Patangira come for your protection. Is it true?
Yeah, there are protection deities. Now we are dealing with the Phalashruti of Lalita. We continue it.
Sure.
Okay, this will answer a little later because we will not go by flow. See, after kala mrityu, apamrityu, Hayagreev tells that Lalita Sahasranama is a cure for all types of fever, sufferings. It gives rise to long life, and it bestows the childless couple a child. Okay, this is what. So it fulfills all the purushartha. Purusharthas are mentioned: dharma, artha, kama, moksha. This is what it does. See, previous I mentioned, it takes care of all diseases, including disease of not having wealth. But it specifically says fever or those diseases. Specifically, fever also mentioned in the next verse here. A special type of disease that he has given also fever. Okay, this is how. Then I remember further we have something else. A remedy for fever also he gives in Lalita Sahasranama. We will see when it comes to this mention. Okay. Sahasranama, as mentioned, will give a long life, no doubt in it. And when concentrate on Lalita Sahasranama, chant this, to please and worship her. Visheshataha, he says. That will be beautifully. He says that she will be very happy with that chanting of Lalita Sahasranama. And he says one thing else here, how to make it. He says here in the 6th verse, you should take bath in the morning, finishing the oblations and all, like Sandhya Vandanam, etc., etc. Then you should worship Sri Chakra, then chant Srividya mantra, and then do it. See, it's actually, this is confusing at some point. If you go by literally by this Phalashruti shlokas, it says in 7th Singan, you must chant Srividya mantra, then chant Lalita Sahasranama. So the question here remains unanswered, literally if you take it. Guruji Hayagreev has told this. Lalita Sahasranama should be chanted after the Srividya mantra. Then suppose I don't have Srividya mantra, what I should do is a big question mark remains. So discipline, strict discipline, people say, no, if you don't have Srividya mantra, don't chant it. Because Hayagreev has told here. So the strictures are enforced. So that means it gives you an indirect clue. Lalita Sahasranama should be chanted. After chanting, the Srividya mantra given to you. That means Lalita Sahasranama is meant only for them, not for others, is one meaning it gives. But we can't take everything literally sometimes. You must see the purpose of that verse mentioned by here. Why he said this? Is it to prevent others not to chant? Or to make a Srividya Upasaka something else? I took the other way. I took the other stand. It is not making others to stop. But for Srividya Upasaka, he chants Srividya mantra. Only chants make japa. The rahasya of Srividya is revealed here. So that is why it's mentioned after Srividya mantra chanting, you chant Lalita Sahasranama to make you understand the secret of Srividya. It should be taken out that way than understanding if you don't have Srividya, don't chant. See, left to you, how do you understand? His intention of Hayagreeva intention, according to me, is you chant Srividya mantra, then chant Lalita Sahasranama means you understand what Srividya is. That is maybe in his intention. And we should not translate it to
Something else.
This way. No, left to the audience to decide on that. It's my understanding.
No, I feel it's the right one because when we start Lalita Sahasranama, though but it's like we started, I'm Hrim Shrim Shrimate Namaha.
So that's what, you see, it's like plain reading of this shloka. Chant Srividya mantra 100 times, 300 times, then you chant Lalita Sahasranama. That only says. And he didn't say, don't chant without that. He didn't. That may be in LC.
He has not said.
This section I'm talking about.
True.
Only this verse, if I confine, that means Lalita Sahasranama give you insight of Srividya mantra is the meaning of that. Without insight also you can, as a stotra, you can praise, you can stand. That's my understanding. Anyway, leave it. This is how. And then Hayagreeva further says, beautifully says, devotees, even one nama out of 1,000, not all.
One only.
Shri Matre Namaha, okay, I prefer that. Even that benefits of doing all actions. This is maybe the exaggeration of the result. He wants to give the, see, it's a kind of alankara or making it hyped to give the how powerful to say that. Hayagreeva is telling this. If one nama is enough, if you don't chant 1,000 namas, Even chanting one nama gives you following, he says. What is that following, Result? It gives you taking bath in sacred rivers like Ganga so many times. Whatever the punya you get by taking dips in sacred rivers, that much punya you get by chanting only one nama. And it gives you the punya of concentrating a Shivalinga in Kashi. This is what, I'm not just repeating only what he's telling. And it gives you the result of doing crores of Ashwamedha sacrifices. That means he's elaborating and telling, you can't take it literally. It is want to tell you how much powerful it is for your life. Not that take it literally, this and so. He's trying to establish how powerful Lalita Sahasranama, even one mantra is. That's what I should take it, not beyond that. Right now? Is it not so?
True.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Even if and he further says in 14th shloka, even if one among 1,000 secret names I chant, all the sins committed by the devotee will be destroyed. And he says, no doubt about it. Wow. See, Maha is used the word, Mahantyapi, even the great sins are indicated. In that case, there is no need to separately talk about the ordinary sins. Mahapapa also. There are very papas, there are simple papa, Mahapapa, and all we mentioned here. Anyway, what is papa and punya itself is a big question mark. That is not a subject to be discussed here. Because what seems to be sin for me may not be sin for others. True. So, paha punya is relative term. Even Shankara says in his Nirmana Shrika, na punyam, na papam, na sukham, na dukkham. So anyway, for common people who understand the papa and punya, even that mahapapas, if you consider this a mahapapa I've done, sin I've done, that can be really taken care by chanting this Sahasranama. And he says sins are removed actually. He says, if a person desirous of getting rid of sins, if you don't want to chant this Sahasranama, it is like one going to Himalayas to avoid cold. By comparison he gives. That means how he's telling only how important is this. That's what nothing more than he's talking about. And the devotee who sings this Sahasranama daily will be blessed and their wishes will be fulfilled. Whatever the wishes are there can be fulfilled. This is the reason why this Priti Vidhayakam, he says, for Lalita, it is more love. He loves it, that's why it should be chanted. Very clearly, he says that people who cannot sing it daily should do it on special occasions, like first day of every month or Fridays. Even that is also given, and some Sankranti, Amavasya, Pournam, all that is given here. When it can be birthday of a son, birthday of yourself. If you cannot do that, that means he wants to incorporate this into your life. Though not every day, do it whenever you want. And he used special importance for chanting and full moon days. And full moon day, chanting Lalita Sahasranama, imagining Lalita in the moon itself, focusing on moon and continuing that she is herself Lalita, gives a wonderful results according to the Phalashruti given by this thing. Then comes to it gives, once again, repeats the long life and all diseases will go over and all. Ayush Karta, they get long life, all that, the Dirghayuhu, all that it talks about. And one important thing is, if one has a fever, this very interesting stanza, 24 in Phalashruti, it reads, one has a fever, okay? The other fellow touches the head and chant all 1,000 namas, fever will go off. This is the explained in 24. Very clearly mentioned. And even the fellow who has got fever, he also can chant. Not only the other fellow will put in chant, even who has got fever also can chant and get rid of the fever. I think this I should read as a different way. Guruji, how is that possible? We know that the fever, because of many other reasons, infection and all, without the medication, how can it go? Maybe I understand. This jvara is, the fever is tapa. The tapa is, according to me, the restlessness of a person. The mind is not calm. I take this fever, what mentioned by Hayagreeva, is this way, with due apologies and to original text of Hayagreeva. And we should not read our ancient literatures literally. Jvara, when mentioned tapa, the tapa can be anything. Maybe disturbed mind also is tapa only. Restlessness is tapa only. So, in such cases, definitely it helps, and that's what. It also says it removes the effects of poison and all. Even poison also is poison to mind also, you know. Our mind is more get poisoned than our physical body. All our minds are poisoned. So this can remove our poison in our mind. That's my understanding. And previously, the Namas said that it bestows with the child for childless, and it further reads that it bestows the son also. Who wants to have a son, they can also chant this Nama. And this is something interesting. Attraction, it talks. Vashikarna, it talks. So, Lalita Sahasranama has also a prayoga for Vashikarna. If someone wants you to, when specifically mentions Ayatis Swasamipam Sya Gata Devya Shema writes it. If a worshipper chants the hymn with a lady of his liking, as burning with a noose and gold, then she will come near him and as the queen of winning a passage writes about. So it indirectly indicates among Shat Prayogas, we have got many, you know, Ma Mohana, Stambhana, Vashikarana, Vidveshana, all this. This is to be understood as Lalita Sahasranama is also a Vashikarana mantra. That's why I should say only that much, not beyond that. It has got a effect of a Vashikarana mantra also. By Vashikarana mantra, when we talk about other things, this can be used for people who want to use it a prayoga for a different thing. It may have all Shat prayogas also in embedded in this. Akarshana, Vidveshana, Stambhana, Mohana, Marana. We have, you know, all that. All that can be maybe embedded in the Lalita Sahasranama. That's why it's a full form. So all Kshatroyagas are maybe here, I think so, and what I mean to say. See, the enemies of the devotees, very interesting. This two sentence I like very much. Who is harming a devotee? The Sharabeshwara is a form of a god. That Sharabeshwara will kill them. That's what it says. And then it also talk about in Kalika Purana, that incarnation of Linga Purana, that Sarabeshwara has come here. And he also mentions about Pratyangira also, protect them. Pratyangira comes in that Devi comes in here, and where it says Pratyangira Devi 35, it says, he who does black magic and all against person, who reads this Lalita Sahasranama, automatically will be killed by Pratyangira Devi herself to protect the devotee. So Lalita will not do it. Lalita has assigned Pratyangira Devi to take care of his devotee. If somebody does anything to him, some prayogas, etc., Pratyangira Devi will take care of it. That means for all black magic, etc., even Lalita Sahasranama alone will do. That's what he means today. So Pratyangira Devi is assigned for that. So he will do that, and all witchcraft and all this can be done by that. Pratyangira Devi will come and in her form he will kill that. Okay. There are so many like this, and Martanda Bhairava Radhya. Martanda Bhairava indicates sun. The sun rays have been capacity of take away the eyesight. So even eyesight affected somebody, they may get eyesight by chanting this. So at the same time, I can also recommend here the Martanda Bhairava Radhyaya Namaha may be also useful to improve the eyesight here. She puts here Hayagreeva, Sharabeshwara, Pratyangira, and he puts in also Kshetrapala here. Kshetrapala is a protector of your properties and all, your dwelling house and all. If somebody wants to steal your property, etc., and if you're a devotee of Lalita by chanting Lalita Sahasranama, the Kshetrapala will take care of it. He will come and take care of that. That's what he says. Kshetrapala Samarchitaya Namaha is come there. So that is, even then case we can use this also. Kshetrapala Samarchitaya Namaha, we can prevent our earnings from somebody stealing it. Okay, this is certainly mentioned here in that particular Nama. The chariots, elephants, horse, and human. That is what you call Chaturanga Bala, we call it. Now we have Air Force, Navy, and infantry. True. Army. In olden days, the ruler has to possess Chaturanga Bala. 4. That is, one is chariots. True. Ratha. The elephant, the horse, and the infantry. 4 we had. So this shows the enmity of the devotee who chant this hymn would be immediately destroyed by Dandini Devi itself. Even for a king, it helps. Okay. And for 6 months with devotion, we'll have Lakshmi live in his house permanently. This is another shloka says. Lakshmi is or wealth is fickle-mindedness, never, because she will not stay in one place. So we say that. But here, Hayagreeva assures you, chant for 6 months, Lakshmi will not go away from you, will stay with you only. Come on, that's what Chanchale, but she will be with you. That's what this says. Once again, Vashikarana talks about 42nd verse. If you chant every day, it gives you Vashikarana of a woman. It talks about. It is something very elaborate, you think. He says, even if chants once in a lifetime, all his sins will go off.
This one.
So don't take this literally. See, what Hayagreev is trying to mention here is how powerful it is. That way you should take it, not literally. You chant, okay, then I will chant once in my lifetime and all my sins will go off. And it cannot be taken literally. See, he is trying to explain how powerful the mantra is, how powerful the Lalita Sahasranama is, because it has got a very important Bijakshara maybe in this, okay? Okay. And he says, one who don't know Lalita Sahasranama is fit for nothing. That's what he says in 47th. So he says there is no other mantra equal to Srividya. Srividya means, Panchadashi or Shodashi. But again, Agastya says the Ghatodbhava or born out part, okay, he says that he who writes this great hymn in a book and worship it with devotion, Devi becomes very much, he can also write. So his own explaining is what is the benefit of this. Finally, what it concludes is the most effective, which can help you to lead a comfortable life and also get the liberation. Maybe it seems to be very exaggerated presentation, but normally all Puranas does it. Wherever you go, you read this Purana, it gives you that what they want to communicate is to practice this sacred text for your benefit. It gives you a stability of mind, stability of health, because there are all sound forms of divine. So that way, I conclude that way. Sahasranama gives you whatever you want.
Wow.
That's the best way of putting it. You pray her, chant Sahasranama, and that's what finally Hayagreev concludes. There's nothing equal to that. And that's what I should say, a common person. Because I'm not talking to only Srividya Upasakas here, very, very common man. You can choose Lalita Sahasranama as one of the daily practices, But the only thing is, my advice is, learn properly. Learn it properly. Otherwise, they'll be giving a different name. I give one example I remember now. There's one Nama called Durachara Shamani. Durachara Shamani is a single Nama. Durachara is bad actions. So you will reduce it. Durachara Shamani. If you say Durachara Shamani,
Separate.
then makes a different meaning. So to avoid these things, one should learn properly, proper pronunciation with a proper meaning it should give. For that purpose, you should learn properly and do it. And at the same time, most of the people who are chanting Lalita Sahasranama, Vashinyadi Vagdevata Rishiha Anushtabchandaha, all that they chant, but straight away they go to Sindhurana Vigraham Tirnayanam Shri Matra Shri Maharajmi. This is how it's chanted, or this mantra. But it has got a Karanyasa, Anganyasa also, because it's a mantra. Because it is not entered as a mantra, Asya Shri Rahasya Sahasranama Stotramala Mantrasya Vashinyadi Vagdevata Rishaya Anushtabchandaha, all that comes here. Vagdevataha. Srimad Lalita Mahatripura Sundari Devata Vagbhava Koteti Bijam Madhya Koteti Shaktihi Shakti Koteti Kilakam, all that afterwards. Sri Lalita Mahatripura Sundari Prasada Siddhidvara Chintita Palavaptyarthe Parayane Viniyogaha will be safe. Because when you say japa, it becomes a mantra. Then you have to do nyasa and all. So instead of telling don't chant Lalita Sahasranama, I want to advise here, as my guru used to always say, chant this as a parayana, as chanting, not as a mantra. So those who don't have Srividya and want to chant Lalita Sahasranama, they can add this instead of Kinchita Palavaptyarthe Jape Viniyogaha. Instead of the Jape Viniyoga, they can make Parayane Viniyogaha, and that takes care of whatever the conditions put forth here. That conditions can be managed with using the word. As a japa, all these conditions applies. But for others, safely, you can say Parayana Viniyogaha will help a lot and give you the same results of Parayana. And with this, before we conclude, I pray Srimata Lalita Mahatripura Sundari to bless each one of us, every living and non-living being, sentient and insentient beings in this universe, always to be blessed by Lalita Mahatripura Sundari. It's none other than the prajna and shakti, consciousness and the power of the universe. And hope we conclude with this statement.
Amazing, Guruji. Amazing. You have all covered most important aspects of this, and I have no words to give you a gratitude, because you have delivered in such an efficient way that means if a person who is not even aware why we should chant, you have given him the complete picture that why you can recite. And I'm really thankful to you for this also, that you have cleared the difference of Japa Viniyoga and Parayana. So it is also something which I was not aware, because since I was into the Srividya, so I was doing Japa Vinayog, but no, I was not aware about this difference. So immense gratitude from my side for this knowledge. Guruji, some people, especially some people, ask certain doubts. Like certain people have a fear. I'm telling you what people write me personally. One lady wrote me that if I recite Lalita Sahasranama, what if I recited wrongly? Will goddess punish me? She asked me that. So, though I know the answer, but I request you to please enlighten the audience on this.
See, I told you, our ancestors' wisdom cannot be questioned when they say that. But you should understand the purpose of quoting that. If you chant it unknowingly by mistake and want to continue the same manner knowingly, well, you are doing wrong. That's wrong. You know you are chanting wrongly and you don't want to correct it. Is it not a sin? Not Lalita Sahasranama, anything for that matter. You know very well you are making it wrong and you don't want to correct it. Then definitely. But unknowingly, if you make a mistake, I don't think it makes any sense in that, taking that. The devotion makes more difference. But at the same time, you can't take an excuse that I will go on making mistakes and do it. It's always good, whatever to be done, do it properly. Okay, my dear, why only Lalita Sahasranama? As a woman, she cooks something. Can you eat that without properly cooking? Is it tasty? Will give benefit what it requires? Sometimes you may have to throw it. You can't even eat it.
True.
Similarly, don't get offended by that I should not chant. So I am afraid of chanting because I may make mistake. Instead of that, try to learn it properly and don't carry away that Amba will punish you. She is a Mata. She will not punish anybody. Take it from me. You just, even if you chant wrongly, you just say, Amma, I have done it with all my devotion, and accept it as it is. She will accept it. So that conditions apply because to make us to learn properly and chant, but not to make us afraid of it. So need not be on that. We should not stop reading it. So it should not prevent you reading it. It must encourage you to learn properly. That condition should help us to learn properly and chant, then stopping chanting. Na? I think that's the best way of looking at Lalita Sahasranama chanting properly. And people should chant. Yeah.
Very true, very true. I will cut this part especially and I will post separately because many people, actually majority of the people who are the audience now, they are scared from chanting it because they will chant wrong. So they ask me, and uh, and that's why I asked you, please enlighten them so that, and I will cut this part especially and post it separately so that they can get this knowledge because this is something people want to recite it.
This is what happened, This condition, you should take it very positively. There are two things, sir. If I chant, I will make mistakes, so I don't chant. Is it right?
No, it's not right.
I'm afraid of chanting properly, so I don't chant. That's not the right approach.
True.
Others who say, no, I will chant this way only, do whatever you want. Also not right. Anything you want to do it, is it not correct to do it properly?
It's better.
And doing properly anything improperly definitely has something, to come back. Is it not so?
True.
Do you cook whatever you want the way you want? You will not. You eat whatever you want, which is though you don't like it. So I definitely recommend that. Put all your efforts to see that it is properly chanted.
True.
But don't also get afraid that I should not, but I may make mistakes. That is also not right. So in between, you must select it and do it.
Another question that,
and I'm not recommending to chant wrongly. That they should not take understand that way. No.
sure. Guruji, another question that audience is asking me many times, that when you recite Lalita Sahasranama, do you need Shri Yantra? Because many say it's mandatory and
wonderful question. Need not be. Then this is a question. Continuous. To have Shri Yantra, should I have Srividya? Then question comes.
So
then to chant Lalita Sahasranama, should I have Srividya or Chakra? So all these are independent, I should say. And without Sri Chakra and Srividya also, you can definitely chant Lalita Sahasranama. They are independent. But for Srividya Upasaka, yes, it is a mantra, yantra, and Lalita Sahasranama is a part of it.
And Guruji, certain questions that came to me, I was not able to answer them because it was something which I think only a guru can answer. Because some people were asking that we want to recite it, but they want to recite it, but their eating habits, some are non-vegetarian.
Eating habits?
Like some of them are non-vegetarians.
Some of them?
Some people are non-vegetarians. They ask, we are non-vegetarians, can we recite it?
I tell you, my dear, this is one, I should make it specifically here. The worship of Shakti is for all awareness. It is not only non-veg is tamasa. There are many vegetarian food also tamasa. Should we stop it? So that means I'm not recommending to go for non-vegetarian, but that doesn't make them prevent chanting Lalita Sahasranama. Their eating habits need not prevent them for chanting Lalita Sahasranama, nor even Srividya. I'm sorry for this statement.
True. Yes. And that's what I believe, that Goddess loves all. So she won't check what you eat or what you not. But yeah, if you're connecting with her, slowly she will transform you.
I don't understand.
Basically, I'm saying Goddess basically is not judging you from your eating habits.
Yeah.
And when you start chanting it, slowly she will transform your mind.
See, the eating habit has, over a period of time, It has become more polished and all. I don't want to, it's not a forum to talk about it. To answer is simple. That doesn't prevent Lalita Sahasranama. That they can chant. That's all. Let me not go deep into it.
True. And certain things some women devotees has asked, and it's a common question they have asked, many women have asked, especially during the time of periods, can they recite or not?
This is another question. Once again, if I say yes, also it orthodoxy will take on me. If I say no, I'm going against this thing. See, the flow is considered very sacred, in fact. We have an example of Kamakya today. Over a period of time, for whatever reasons, maybe we put it a lot of restrictions on that. But still, not to come in there for emotional understanding or belief system, I don't want to say no, because they have any belief system is very, very serious. It goes very deep into our mind, so to our subconscious mind. Though nothing happens also, because that happened, that it goes to their mind. So I don't want to wash their mind on that. But nothing wrong. And if you really want to chant, you can do it. You can do it. But if you don't want to go to temple, don't want to go to puja room and all, it's left to you. But you are chanting. You are not going anywhere. Are you stopping talking during your menstrual period?
No.
Suppose your children has a divine name. You don't call them by a divine name.
Definitely.
If you have Shiva, Parvati, Katyayani, Sandhya, you don't call them. Is it not the names of the divine?
You will call them
What is Lalita Sahasranama?
names of goddess.
Call. Listen, I have your answer.
Awesome. Awesome, Guruji. Awesome.
No, are you not calling them? It's because you are on the cycle, periods. Don't you call your children with a divine name?
Definitely, you will call.
It's calling divine names. Do it.
Awesome.
What prevents you?
I hope the audience now get that.
I don't know what they understand.
But I understand.
And I don't know how orthodoxy takes me. Both left to them.
No. Actually, this particular question, whomsoever I have asked till now, all of them have said the same thing, that what you have said in some other way. But yeah, the consensus is you should continue your sadhana, basically. This is what I found.
Anyway, I won't go beyond because.
Yeah, I understand. I totally understand. Guruji, one more thing, which I have read somewhere in the Phalshruti itself. It was regarding the balancing of planetary doshas. When you recite Lalita Sahasranama, something happens, like if you recite it.
See, the planetary dosha, once again, you were diverting my attention there, but I tell you. I remember, I think it is Bhavay Purana or some other Purana. I don't remember exactly what Purana it is. Or Mahabharata Anushasana Parva. I don't remember exactly what is the text. I think it's Anushasana Parva, where Parvati asks Shiva, I think I don't have the text right now. Text, I only remember the content. You are Ishvara, my dear. You are the Lord of the whole universe. Ishvara is that only. The Lord of the universe. You have everything under your control. Nothing moves without your command.
So,
that being the case, why you have given so much of power to the planets to rule on the people's life? They are taking on the people's life with their movement. Why you have permitted them? She asked this question. And Ishvara answers, you have got a wonderful question, my dear. Please be informed that the planets have not given them any powers. So then what, my dear husband? And Shiva answers, Ishvara, the human undergo the results of his actions of present and past. The planets indicate it. They don't give it. Hope you got the answer?
True.
The planets only indicate what you undergo. They don't give you that. You are enjoying the fruits of your actions, whether it's prarabdha or agami or sanchita, whatever you are enjoying, they indicate. You are going to have this. This is what you have done, my dear. This is the result going to it. They only tell you. That they don't give you that. So what happens by spiritual practices or religious practices? It equips you to handle it. Not that it takes away. Now we are sitting here, hot sun. That is the truth.
True.
What I have done here, I have put on my AC here.
True.
I'm managing it. Am I changing it?
No.
Same thing. Your actions have results, and how you manage to undergo that result. That's all.
Amazing. Amazing. Amazing, Guruji. Very beautifully explained. Seriously. I would like to thank you for this particular knowledge that you have shared, because these were the questions of many people who wanted to know the benefits of Lalita Sahasranama, and I guess now their doubts are cleared. And many people were scared from reciting Lalita Sahasranama due to some certain mistakes, and you have cleared them as well, that you should recite but learn it properly. So a lot of gratitude to you, Guruji, for sharing this divine wisdom, divine knowledge. And I request to the audience that please share this video with your friends, your family members who are interested in reciting Lalita Sahasranama, or who are about to start the Srividya sadhana, because this Sahasranama is a very important part of Srividya sadhana. So do share this video with them as well, because it is enlightening you with a divine knowledge, as well as it is breaking certain myths which we have only created. So I hope all of you like this video, and I request you, if you want to get connected with Guruji's Sansthan, Guruji's institution, for getting the deeksha in Srividya, or you want to learn Srividya from Guruji's institution, you can connect with Guruji's team. And if you have any queries regarding upcoming batches or something, you can again get connected with Guruji's team. All the contact details, all the YouTube channels of Guruji and Instagram channels, everything has been shared in the description box. So see you all in the next episode. Until then, Shri Mate Namah. Shri Mate Namah, Guruji. Thank you.
Sarve janaha sukhino bhavantu. Samasta sanmangalani bhavantu. Om shanti, shanti, shanti.